Musky fishing is an efficiency game, and you need to put the percentages in your favor to locate and catch them. Discover how to track down and make them bite in Musky Logic, part of our Angling Edge instructional DVD collection, available at anglingedge.com.
There he is. Came out of that little patch of weeds.
Right behind me.
Look at her.
Oh, there's one right here. There's one.
Yes,
Nice
he is.
one.
Big
Nice
one.
one. Nice. That's a big fish.
Yeah, there he is. Big fish. Big fish.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh boy, big size of that fish. Wow. That's a big fish, boy. Oh boy, she's thinking about it too. Oh, there she is, boy. She wants it. So big. Oh, big. She wants it. Oh, man.
Really smoking on me, man.
Oh, look at that one right there. Oh, come on, 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 get it. Boy, she spun on it.
She's on it. She's on it. Keep the motor going.
Oh, there she is.
Oh my, that's her. That's that mid 50. You know, here she goes. She's gonna go. She missed it.
What?
She is big. Oh,
Is that right?
Still on it.
Oh yeah, look at that. She's still on. What, she wants it. She wants it. Whoa, whoa. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Ooh, she's a good one, boy. Boy, she wants it. She wants it.
Still on it. Still on it.
Yep.
Oh, team view. Team view.
No question about it. Muskies are one of the most sought-after game species in the upper regions of the United States. And talk about intelligent fishing pressure. These fish get fished extraordinarily hard in the waters where they live. Right now I'm fishing with Tauchen, who is an actual lure manufacturer and also a guide. He guides on the Madison Chain as well as Mille Lacs Lake in Minnesota, and these are really, really heavily fished waters. And we're gonna look at strategies on how to beat the conditioned fish syndrome.
The thing about musky fishing today is that there's no shortage of either information, but even more importantly, the lure choices we have today. Just in the last 2, 3, 4 years, there's just been an explosion in the musky bait world, whether it's rubber baits or big bladed bucktails. It's really incredible the amount of choices we have nowadays. But even more importantly than that is not just throwing a bunch of lures that you got in your tackle box, it's incorporating the right triggering action of each bait. You know, I see it time and time again when I've got customers in the boats not incorporating the correct action to get a fish to strike a bait. Once you learn the triggering qualities of each individual lure, you're going to be much more successful in actually getting fish to strike instead of just having follows.
You know, any bait that you tie on has certain characteristics that you can use to trigger fish into biting. And in some cases can be really beneficial when you're fishing for a conditioned fish. We really focus on size, speed, color, and action. And each lure that you put on has certain characteristics that you can really use to your advantage if you know how. Size is an interesting aspect of musky fishing. Traditional musky lures have doubled, if not tripled in size in a 10-year period. A tremendous number of fish have been caught using these oversized baits. You have to keep in mind, big is not the only way to go. Smaller baits have unique qualities for musky fishermen. Number one, smaller baits can be retrieved far faster, and it's far easier to impart erratic action.
Fish.
What?
Fish.
Yeah.
Number two, with smaller baits, it's harder for the fish to identify flaws in your presentation.
Oops, got her. Got her.
There, boy, Jim.
Here we go.
Whoa,
buddy.
Realistically, this bait here would be considered a real pipsqueak bait in the musky fishing circles. You know, over the last probably 3 or 4 years, it's unbelievable how musky baits have grown. It's like there's a competition on who can cast the heaviest baits and the biggest baits. But the intriguing thing is, I think it's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy in the fact that we're catching more and bigger fish on these jumbo baits. There's no question about it that these big top-of-the-line predators, particularly when you're talking fish that are, you know, 35 to 50-pound fish.
44-pounder.
These fish eat very large baits. It's just more efficient for those fish to eat on one large bait than a whole bunch of small baits.
Like James said, for instance, this Storm Thunder Beast here, this is a 12-ounce bait. That's a lot of bait. That's a 3/4 pound bait. That takes a lot of effort for the angler. And not only that, some refined equipment here with the giant, you know, 100-pound super braids and these saltwater, I mean, literally a saltwater geared reel. This type of equipment takes a lot of manpower and a weak mind to use them.
But it works. That's the difference.
But it works. Yep.
It does work.
I'm as slow as the fishing. There was one.
What?
There was one.
You just saw one?
Yeah, little one. Oh, got him. Right at both sides. I was snagged up on that cast, got it unsnagged, and proceeded to get a follow after being snagged. That was awesome. She's not getting away, I'll tell you that.
Okay, then let's put her in the net and then we'll rectify our issues here. It's not a biggie, but she came, guess what, on a new lure.
That
Thunder Beast.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing we were talking about, conditioned fish, and one of the real keys is to actually show them something they haven't seen before. Well, the Thunder Beast is not exactly a new bait. It does move differently in the water.
Well, you know me, James, I'm always a big fan of the rubber baits. And no matter what style of bait you're throwing, whether it's rubber or crankbaits or whatever the case, learning to use the bait, each bait individually, and incorporating a triggering action to that specific bait is really key. You know, guiding 7 days a week, that's the one thing I see, is guys not doing the right exact action of the bait to get the actual fish to strike a bait. In that case, that fish made a swipe on a really big swing of the bait. You know, was able to get her on the figure 8 though on the second time through, so pretty awesome. Let's get this fish back.
Back in the water, yeah.
That green sheen is just awesome. And the gold flecks and the scales, look at that.
Okay, boys.
All right, let's get some more.
Okay.
I like it. Woo!
Musky fishing is an efficiency game, and you need to put the percentages in your favor to locate and catch them. Discover how to track down and make them bite in Musky Logic, part of our Angling Edge instructional DVD collection, available at anglingedge.com.